my sound. Hey, this is Gary Kay. We're here at CEDIA 2024, and I found a really cool company, niche product, niche company, but it's a company that anyone who's doing integration or building home theaters. Let's imagine someone has hired you to build a home theater, or maybe you're lucky enough to get involved in the construction of a house before it's completely built. I'm here with Michael Crane. Michael, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to tell a little bit about the product, and then you can go back and correct me. So it's called QuietBoard Plus, and basically what it is a cotton-based fabric product with an aluminum front, or aluminum style, or Mylar, or is it aluminum?
We do one that is not faced as well.
Okay, and what you would do is you would put this on in squares before you put your drywall on, and it reduces noise down to 60 dB.
Correct. It reduces that vibrational energy that sound produces once it hits drywall. It also acts as a decoupler to keep that drywall from the framing.
So it isolates it from the room next door.
Exactly.
So you're actually going to hear a demo. I heard one of the demos that you do at some of the shows is place this on the ground, drop a golf ball on it, and it absorbs a lot of the sound of a golf ball. So it's obviously going to work with audio for most frequencies.
That's correct.
Yeah. So in a home theater application, the idea would be you'd attach this to a wall before you put the drywall on?
That's correct. Yeah, it can go on a different variety of methods. If you use a glue to temporarily hold it, or if you want to put some staples or screws in it, you can do so like that. And then you just put your drywall over it.
Hammer the drywall on top of it. So I'm gonna show you. Come on over here. Have our videographer come over here and shoot this, because I want him to see. At least you can see the inside. This is the idea behind it. You have your studs. There's the material right there, and then you have your drywall on top of it. And that's going to isolate it by providing a material. Why cotton? Is it just because it's cheap, or because it's recycled? What?
It's because it's recycled. So MP Global got started in the late 90s, mainly in floor underlayment, but really the motto that MP Global goes by is take what nobody wants and produce high-performing products that add value. And so most of our products, all of our products have a majority of recycled goods in them. It could be cotton, it could be wood fibers that we get, but we want to continue that kind of tradition of using recycled goods and save it from going to our landfill to take up space.
So it's recycled cotton in this particular case for QuietBoard Plus. And then why would you have a version of it with and without this material on the front?
So the QuietBoard Plus is our Class C fire rating. This film, this full finish, gives us our Class C fire rating.
So, but for a home, you may not need that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And in that case, you'd have just the fabric behind it. And how does it hold up? Like, I know that you originally built this for a floor, right? But when you're putting it up vertically or putting it in the ceiling, how does it hold up? Because you're attaching drywall to it. What does it lead? Does it make does the drywall still fit up nice and square and plumb to the 2x4s, or do you have any issues with bowing?
I don't see that. So our product's pretty dense. Just feeling it is pretty dense. It's actually 22.5 pounds a cubic foot. Okay. So just to give you reference on how dense, because one of the biggest things is we wanted it to not affect a drywaller's way he installs his drywall. And I don't know if you've ever watched drywall being installed, but they go in and then they go in again. Yeah. And so it's a real hammer. So we want them to continue to be able to just screw it in the way they screw it in, or if they're nailing with like a cup head nail or something like that, they can still do that as well. Okay, so and I guess the density of it is where the magic is from the audio standpoint. Yeah, it's a combination of that and the fibers. And in a room, I asked you this before we started this video, but I know a lot of people are going to ask the question. In a room where you're putting in in-wall speakers, you need to prepare ahead of time, because you do have that back wall behind the wall that you're installing it in that you could actually, and in that case, since you're only using one chamber, could you just put this on the back of that single chamber drywall, or do you feel like you have to do the whole wall? I would probably opt to do the whole wall and maybe even the inside of the framing, just so you don't get that reverberation. Yeah. If we can eliminate some of that, it takes planning. We haven't done any testing on that assembly. It actually came up at this conference. I didn't even think about in-wall speakers. Yeah. And I was like, that'll be interesting to see what we could find out there. So I've got some homework to do on that side.
Well, it's good that you're here at the show because this provides an integrator something else that they can sell and integrate that
Exactly.
adds value, differentiates them. How do they get in touch with you? How do they become a dealer or an integrator for you?
You can reach out to me on Instagram, Michael Crane, CRANE-TX for Texas. I'm from Texas. And so you can reach out to
The
me.
company URL is what?
mpglobalproducts.com.
mpglobalproducts.com, and it's called QuietBoard Plus.
Correct.
Okay, and this is it right here.
That's it.
Check it out. You can learn more at mpglobal.com, right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
mpglobal.com, or we're going to make sure we keep up with you as you develop, so you can search Ray Pubs in case you're seeing this video a year from now. We'll see where you go with that, but this is kind of cool, and it is literally cotton fabric. So yeah, check it out as we sign off here.
Really good CEDIA Expo to be here.
I don't think many people would believe me if I said it.